Sorry, there's a video after. Sorry. Obviously there would be. Where in the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little, says G'raha. Doga, Unei, can you hear me? Nero. You didn't miss anything. Must you be so insufferably loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Says a person walking out in like very kind of glowy purple armor. It's Nero. He looks diseased, kind of, with like extremely purple. Though I don't blame you for missing my company. He's holding Unei. Doga is to his left, just walking. Think the 12. Are you alright? Nero takes a knee and puts Unei on the ground. As alright as can be expected, Unei has simply passed out. Doga kneels and Nero stands. He looks like this kind of like purpley, diseased, glowy, armored human. Nero, by the gods, what's happened to you? Alas, his wounds were deep and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now, the darkness claws at the aether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him, says Doga. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zandi's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allagan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Seriously, looks kind of otherworldly, purple and glowy. Kind of like a dark purple glow. What? Where? Unei is waking up, sitting up from her prone position. Unei, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. God, he's so loud. As that happens, as she sits up, those purpley dark clouds roil over the entire platform again in the sky. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me, and now you must feel my wrath, says the cloud of darkness. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here, I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? Says G'raha. As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now, whilst the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zandi's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the crystal tower and this foul place once and for all. That's R-A-Z-E, not R-A-I-S-E. So destroy. Mercy, G'raha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? This is madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the crystal tower. They both look down a little bit, eyes closed. A dark spherical void thing appears and then shoots a beam at G'raha that just breaks upon some kind of shield that he didn't know he had. What is this trickery? Your blood! You too gain protection from Zandi's blood. Everybody looks kind of dumbfounded a little bit at G'raha. G'raha Tia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you have inherited. G'raha, you have been granted authority over the crystal tower. I had thought time would consume all of a lag that was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. True, the crystal tower is not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray, tell me. Unei lifts a hand out palm up, and this kind of like small, fiery, reddish sphere, like small, glows above her hand. "You must gain control of the crystal tower. We will share our blood with you, G'raha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you." Doga holds up his hand, the same little flame kind of dances above it. "This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Zandi's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Unei and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost." The two flame balls merge together into a slightly bigger flame ball, and it travels toward G'raha and stops in front of him and starts to glow and grow. Unei and Doga nod and smile at him, and he reaches out and forms a fist over that flame ball, and he glows a light with like this reddish, flamish fire. And now both of his eyes are red. The blood of Allag. You must leave us as well, Nero. I am sorry we could not live up to your expectations." "I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us." And Unei hands over... Oh yeah, that red kind of device that he has. "What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you." Of course they do. "Doga, Unei, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Mercy, Nero, let us quit this place." The three of you run off. "You shall not escape me, impudent children of light." And this cloud just keeps trying to shoot these purple beams crisscrossing along your path, in front of you, behind you, to the left and right. Lightning strikes down the platform over and over again. "No, you shall not escape us. Here, Zandi's blood-stained dreams of glory end." Unei and Doga hold out those hands, palms glowing blue, toward the source of the cloud of darkness kind of area. "There, the glint of light," says G'raha. You guys are running along a pathway to this glowing light at the end, and I guess hoping to escape before everything just collapses around you. It grows faint, then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry!" The sprinting continues, although Nero lags behind and starts to just kind of walk and stumble, and then falls to his knees. G'raha sees this. "Nero, no, you must move." "Leave me." Nero breathing hard on one knee, palm to the ground. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I have failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower." "Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allag. I am Nero Tol Scava, the man who will yet outdo Allag and Garland." "That was what you hoped to." And then he kind of gets his headache. "May the crystal tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind." "No, go, damn you," says Nero. You nod to G'raha, who looked back at you for guidance, and the two of you rush into that blinding light. And Nero sort of tries to stumble on, falls to both knees again. "Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest." He stands up and starts to kind of fade out. Oh, and then the purple is all gone around him, and now he's back in his red armor, looks normal again. But so those damn clones did it after all. He looks back a little bit, lightning flashing in the distance. "Now, onwards." And he sprints into the light. Ah! Screaming, apparently, as he runs. And leaps. Oh shit. He leaps but does not seem to make it. But in the last second, a hand reaches through the light and grabs, like a buff hand. It's Sid. You owe me, Nero. The hell's I do? And Sid theoretically pulls him through. Now we see the crystal tower. It has kind of radiated these waves from it a little bit. Kind of like air waves, basically. Just, you could see like puffs, basically. You are returned unharmed. Thank the gods, says Rambrose. When that void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen, trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all set... He looks around. Biggs looks around. What? Where are Unei and Doga? They're not... You explain the matters in your succinct way. I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I'm happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the crystal tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. Not quite true. That is not true, my friend. Unei and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the crystal tower. With both of his red eyes. G'raha! Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. Everybody cheers. Biggs does a crazy weird dance. I understand your instinct, Rambrose, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Mercy are both emerged from long battle. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair to St. Coinoc's Find. Everybody walks off, except for G'raha and yourself. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Mercy. Murray. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Unei's blood. You say something to him. If I remembered what I wished to... Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing the true bravery has reminded me of my forebears' dearest wish. We need not speak of these things right now. But now, it was not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead of me. There is something small I would do before I return. And you walk off toward the others. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Mercy. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when it comes for you? Bad boy, bad boy. G'raha, G'raha. I think it's okay. Now that I'm, it happened. I did it. I cut the video off after the raid was over, not really thinking. But splitting these up works pretty well, I think. Once again, gotta try to block. I guess it's a thing that you want to block the chat of your what are they, free company? They just made the name like Guild and Link Shell. I was so used to those two things, and now free company, like and then grand companies, and anyway, Rambrose. I cannot express how glad I am that you returned safely, Mercy, and with the means to dispel the threat of the crystal tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let's free ourselves from the spectre of the Alligans. World of darkness is turned in. Let's go. The light of hope. Let's see what we got here. I trust you have rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there is something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened to beyond the rift. Cutscene. Fade to black. You explain your thingy. So, the elegant eye that runs in G'raha's line does mean that the royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to G'raha gaining Unei and Doga's blood. Has G'raha said anything? For that matter, where is G'raha, and what of Nero? Says Biggs. I'm still trying to figure out what his voice should be when he's around Rambrose. I'm not sure about a resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. You explain something again? Mercy, you say G'raha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Rambrose, says a random NPC. Tis G'raha, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well. Let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Mercy, please come with me. No doubt G'raha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. Everybody agrees to go with him. I'll fly ahead, unless you guys are faster, in which case you'll fly ahead. Spell it out, W-A-Z-Z-U. We all bleed crimson and we bleed gray too. Gray too. Say go, say do, say go, say go, say go, say go, say goose. Right, back at the entrance to the Crystal Tower, at least the pathway to the Crystal Tower. That's this giant crystal. It's like a portal. What in the world was G'raha thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course, he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, miss. I am certain of it. Cutscene, fade to black. We're looking at that giant gold entryway that is still open. The doors are not. Go no further, my friends. The doors will be closed. The doors will close ere long. Says a voice. It is G'raha, walking up toward you. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, G'raha. He walks very assuredly. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, apologies, but I cannot. Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Unei and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Alag, or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. He looks up and around, turns around, looks at all the Crystal Tower and stuff behind him. You see, not all the world perished in Zondi's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. You see flashes, slow motion videos of the pathways and blue crystal stairs with gold railings and stuff that you ran on. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. He holds out a hand. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. G'raha, the crystal tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. And as things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Else, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Cid. We could wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. And what if I do as Amon did and put the tower into a deep sleep? This shocks everybody. What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Cid. Yeah, I said that right. Okay. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alagans in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Till then, I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. 'Tis the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. He looks down, closes his eyes. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Sorry. G'raha nods. Cid nods and closes his eyes. Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. Well, we'll catch up with Alag. Just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it, says Wedge. Well said, Wedge. It'll be only a few years before we come knocking, G'raha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes, and forgive us for our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Mercy, I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. He looks up to the top of the golden arch, and the doors start to slide shut. And as they slide shut, he looks kind of askance back, but not all the way back, kind of one last time. And the doors are shut. And he is there, on his own. And the door stops glowing. This actually kind of made me sad, to be honest. I started having trouble getting the words out through the sadness. Guys are all just kind of talking. Nothing on screen for me to read. And everybody starts to walk away with Cid taking one last look at the large, just gigantic golden doors. And if he's put the tower to sleep, I would think that would include burying it under the ground again. But I don't know. And we see Nero, not clad in armor, just clad in his normal kind of brown robes and brown with red and black in the middle, looking at the tower. The crystal tower slumbers again, then. 'Tis too quiet for my taste. He holds out his red device that seems to be kind of like a compass or a way to track something. Looks like it has radar, on the top of it. Goodbye, Cid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. He tosses the device into the nothingness below. A new dawn has come for me. And he walks away from the tower. We have one last look at the tall A tower made of crystal, with all of its side spires around, and the stone walkways going to and from. And we will hop on our jazz wolf. Hop on a jazz wolf. And run along these pathways of stone and then just normal ground laid with flat, shining blue, white, purple crystal toward the lopsided, tipped over gate. And we will have no need to return here for damn near ever, as far as I've figured out. You can do let me unclick that. You can do level 50, 60, 70, 80 dungeons as a selection. You can do leveling dungeons as a selection. You can do trials, like Ifrit, Bahamut, or Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, etc. as a selection. You can do main scenario, so basically defeating the Empire, Gaius and such. You can do guild tests, and last but not least, at this time, I can do alliance raids. And a lot of the times alliance raids say the adventurer need is DPS, because it takes so many to do those. It takes 15. 3 tanks, I think. Yeah, 3 tanks, 6 healers, 15 DPS. So it'll often say if you're a DPS, you can join those, and you'll get a bonus for joining at that point in time. Anyway, Rambros. You've just missed Sid, Mercy. There is much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill G'raha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Cornac's find has become for our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by G'raha's beacon. Sealing the crystal tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. Alright, that's the end of the Light of Hope quest. Hope you've completed the Crystal Tower series. Yep. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've learned something, because I definitely have. Because I, again, didn't pay attention to the quest text after like the giant long Bahamut cutscene. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time, possibly soon. Bye bye.